Hi friends, welcome back to Live with the Roxy on this Thursday, March 25th of 2021. I haven't even started yet. I see all you guys bitching in the chat. I'm doing the best I can. As a human being, we only have so many hours in a day. I am struggling. I am trying. And everybody in here is like already fucking bitching. I love you guys, but like, what the fuck? I don't mean to be going at the same time as the Schmodown match. I'm only going to do a 20-minute show today anyway. I have to tape another Schmodown match. I've had work all day. I haven't slept in like 4 days. So how about, hi Roxy, nice to see ya. Hey Roxy, what's going on? Welcome back to your own show. Instead of, oh, going against your own match. Ouch, the blurs are on at this time too. Listen, YouTube things live. They live. If you want to be here live, so stoked to have you guys here live. You want to watch after the fact, I'm so stoked to have you after the fact. If you want to go watch those other things, by the time that I'm done with this show, the match won't even have started yet. Because that's the truth. Ryan Payne says we're not bitching about you, Roxy. It's a situation. I know, but I don't know what you guys want from me. I don't know what you want from me. I'm doing my very best. And it's not fun when that's what I'm greeted by. When I'm like, oh, I want to go on my show with my people. I'm having a really fucking hard day and I'm just so excited to see them. And then instead I come in here and everybody's like, rah, 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 rah. And I'm like, all right, word. Stoked that I'm making the time to do this fucking hoot. Whatever. That's to the very, very small percentage of you guys who are pissing me off at this second. The rest of you guys are fucking great. And all of you guys are really fucking great. But that's, yeah, Matthew saying people act like things don't last on YouTube. Exactly. Better than me not going up. It has been a hell of, if you even knew what my last 48 hours looked like. So thank you guys for being here with me. Thank you guys for then going to support Christina's match because she's fucking baller. Thank you guys for watching the blurs because you guys can support everybody. That's how YouTube works. Thank you. Coming in hot today. Coming in hot, but have some really great things to talk about before we get out of here. Don't forget streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer right here in the super chat as well. Send your support. The couple of things that are going on are DC's doing some major, major casting. We talked yesterday about Helen Mirren and Shazam 2, but then last night as I was going to bed, I saw that Ron Livingston is replacing Billy Crudup in The Flash, which is wild, and we'll talk about how that ended up happening. And Pierce Brosnan is going to be in Black Adam as Dr. Fate. So a lot of DC casting, and you guys know I'm a DC gal, so I kind of can't wait to talk about those things. Also, some sad news right before the show dropped that we saw that Jessica Walter passed away. I'm a huge, huge fan of hers. I think she's one of the most underrated comedic talents of our time. Actress, she's just so good, so good. I say underrated because I don't feel like she's a household name. And maybe people will use this opportunity to go look back at a lot of her work because she is phenomenal. And then just as some fuck no news, but really fuck funny news, there was a hot mic for a pilot who lost his shit and it was fucking hysterical. And so I'm going to read what it was he was talking about, but it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So that. All right, all that and more. Plus, like I said, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer and the super chat as well. Let's go into the Streamlabs and see what's going on over here. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Like I said, it is Thursday, March 25th, which officially means that our first Streamlab of the day came through from Glenn Caesar. But before that, last night, Weston Ira at 11:53. Sorry, Glenn. Well, Weston got you on the jump this time. Weston said, special shout out to Star for conversing with me enough to get me over a pretty dark place when literally no one else seemed to notice. Weston, I think we're all noticing. We see what you're writing in the chat. I think we're trying to support you as best as we can. And I saw during TWG and here, I want to be as helpful as possible. But when you say nobody else noticed, that's a simple lie. I know a lot of us are noticing, and we want to be helpful. And shout out to Star for clearly being able to reach you in ways that other people were not. But we're noticing, and we're here, and we want to help. Glenn Caesar said, continuing to say it, Miles Cosgrove, Brett Hankinson, Jonathan Mangley, arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor, all three of them for killing Breonna Taylor. Justice for all the people who've lost their lives due to excessive force. Say their names. Hello and good afternoon and evening, depending on when you see this. Rocks, RJ, Skittles, Chunk, GPS, Misdirection, Silver the Elf, Zilla, Queen Badges, Dimple, Schmodown, Modi, we love you. Love to you, Grammy and Papo. Peace, bunnies, hugs, and good stuff to you and yours. Thank you, RJ, Rockstar's Band and World Friends, for being open-minded, being cool, helping me get cooler by knowing you, letting me get to know you better, letting me be different, reminding me to be thankful to live and not just exist. Those are all great things, Glenn. Positive thoughts to you, RJ, and all the Rockstars and World Friends for showing up to give their support whenever, however they can. Don't forget, when it gets tough, even if you're not by yourself, you're not alone. Everyone who's battling, keep on fighting. You're a winner. Please remember, you're kind, you're smart, you're unique, and being so unselfishly loving and supportive of others, including strangers on the internet, makes you worthy. As such, your story is important, deserves to be seen and heard. You are appreciated. Thanks for always being there and here for us, RJ. Congrats, good thoughts, and good vibes on all that's in the works and soon to unfold for you in 2021 and beyond. Fuck yeah. To the new era. Wow, new era. Roxy Best, Roxy number one. Yeah. Happy Roxy days. Keep crushing it. Good thoughts and good vibes to you, Chunk, on garnering all your much-deserved success. Good luck with all the hosting, filming, auditions, and or booking other projects coming up. What's for you is yours. You're earning it because you're fire. Let's go Smets and everyone fighting for today, tomorrow, more. Smash cancer all day, every day. Be most excellent. RJ, Rockstar, show up for people who need it. That makes you cool to know. Humane and worthy. Cheers to fuck yeah news. And laughter for us. I appreciate the laughter part. I definitely could use some these days. Also in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. Paul through JP says, fam, hope you're having a great Thursday. On my way to get that vax as we speak. Let's fucking go. Yes, Apollo. Mazel tov on your vax. Happy to hear that. And sounds like a good day for you then. Congratulations, my friend. Andrew Thomas in the super chat says, hey, beautiful Roxy, I'm really excited to see Pierce Brosnan playing Dr. Fate and Ron Livingston as Henry Allen. They're both great casting. So let's talk about that. If you guys have thoughts on this casting, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider, super chat, or if you have any other thoughts in general, because like I said, we are going to be getting out of here relatively soon. It's a short show today. I got things to do, people to go, places to see, aka YouTube shows and whatnot. Also, I think I'm going to try to buy a plant. That store closes at 6, but I probably won't be able to go there because I've got way too much work today. Just telling you guys all my plan. I see in the chat before we get to that, Real Talk with Sela says, Roxy got my World Girls mug. That's fucking awesome. You're the very first person I've heard who got their merch. Please tweet us a picture so we can retweet it. That is badass. I'm stoked. Or do you mean you purchased it? Or do you mean you received it? Let us know. Exciting no matter. Okay, so Billy Crudup is being replaced by Ron Livingston as Henry Allen as the Flash. Now, here's what's a bummer about this. I'm obsessed with Billy Crudup. I think that he is so talented. I think that he is a great Henry Allen. And we are not replacing him because something fishy happened. We're not replacing him because there was a scandal or he wanted to leave or they wanted him to leave. For none of those reasons are we replacing Billy Crudup. So I never like to see an actor that I love leave a role, especially when I liked him in the role. It just breaks up the universe in kind of a weird way. But that being said, I love Ron Livingston. So I'm excited to see Ron Livingston take his shot and make his mark here. And the reason that Billy Crudup is departing from the role is because he had conflicts with the morning show. And what I will say is that as a huge fan of the morning show and now as a fan of the Flash, I've always been a fan of the character of the Flash, but now as a fan of this iteration of the Flash, I understand why Billy would choose the morning show. I don't know what his contract said, but if it was just a choice and he got to pick, I understand why he would choose the morning show over the Flash, because his role in the morning show is so wild and unique. And it is just, it's clearly the more fleshed out, not more fleshed out. Henry Allen's a great role to play too, but he could sink his teeth into it more and play it for, it's a different type for him. And I just think that if I were him, I probably would pick that also. Not to mention you're working beside Reese Witherspoon and Jennifer Aniston and some of the absolute greats. And that production, and Steve Carell, and that production is one of the best TV shows that there is currently. It's so good. So I get why he would pick that if that's the way that it went down. Plus, The Flash has had a lot of ups and downs. The Flash has been very controversial in some ways. Obviously, on DC Movie News, I got shit on for mentioning this during the Snyder review because I always bring up the Ezra Miller situation, but I don't really care if I get shit on for it. We watched video. People were like, it's hearsay. We saw a video of him strangling a girl and taking her to the ground. We saw that. You can't tell me it's hearsay. I watched that video. If that's not what happened, and we watched that, and for some reason that video was altered and or there was something more to it, then I would like an explanation. I think he's really talented in the role. I really want to see more from him in terms of a performer, but I can't help but think about the fact that that was a controversial decision for Warner Brothers to never address that and for us to see him assaulting somebody and there never to be an explanation. So for all the people who wrote to me like, why won't she leave this alone? Why won't she give this up? It's one word against the other word. It's not a word against the other word. I watched a fucking video for it. So there's that. Then on top of that, The Flash has gone through like 15 directors and writer duos. I mean, there was a time in which we thought that it was going to be Zemeckis. Like this movie is all the fuck over the map. And they've gone through duos and teams and it's just been forever changing. And then Flashpoint and then non-Flashpoint and just how this was going to work. So with all the back and forth, it kind of makes sense that he is choosing or contractually had to choose the morning show. So that leaves Ron Livingston. Ron Livingston, I think, would make a really good Henry Allen. I think that he fits the part. It looks like he could be Ezra Miller's dad. I'm curious whether it was a straight offer, an audition. I kind of think it was probably a straight offer. I am much more familiar with his comedic work, Office Space, Swingers, etc. But I know that this is a way less comedic role, even though his son has those comedy chops, even though we see more of that from the son. Henry Allen's not typically the funny guy, but we'll see. We'll see what they do with it. I am excited. I'm looking through his IMDb right now. I completely forgot about Tully. I love that movie. Charlize Theron, Mackenzie Davis, Ron Livingston. I mean, come the fuck on. Can a cast get better than that? So I think he elevates all the work he's in, and I'm really excited to see Ron Livingston. If you're going to have to replace him, then I'm not mad at this being the replacement. So let me know what you guys are thinking. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider and right here in the super chat as well. Do you have thoughts on this casting? Questions, comments, concerns? How do you feel about the Ezra Miller situation? Am I valid for bringing it up all the time? What? There's a new casting coming. This is not a casting replacement. This was an official announcement. I saw it because The Rock tweeted it. Kind of feel like The Rock does whatever he wants, which makes sense because we smell what he's cooking. Pierce Brosnan is Dr. Fate in Black Adam. This is a big win for them. We have known that Black Adam was going to be The Rock for 6 years. I think since we started DC Movie News, I mean, maybe 5 years, we have known for so long who was going to be Black Adam. And then it just kept being like swerve, swerve, swerve. So we don't know. We didn't know when was this movie going to happen. And then there was a pandemic, and then he wasn't in Shazam, and people had thought that they might be in Shazam, but he wasn't. And then we kind of didn't hear much about Black Adam until DC Fandom, where we got way more about Black Adam, and people were like, whoa, this is something I'm pretty stoked about. This fucking makes sense. And now having Pierce Brosnan playing Dr. Fate opposite Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, that's fucking cool. That's fucking cool. In the first superhero foray of his career, great. Pierce Brosnan nabbed the plum role of classic hero Dr. Fate opposite Dwayne Johnson in Black Adam New Lines action-adventure project featuring DC Comics anti-hero. Interesting that they're calling him an anti-hero and not a villain. I've noticed they've done that the whole time. It's true, but it's also telling of what we might be doing with this character. Brosnan, known for being one of only a handful of actors to inhabit the James Bond mantle, which you guys know I don't watch those movies. I'm going to start, but I haven't seen anything but GoldenEye. Bond is the last key member of the roll call for the production that will feature a big screen debut for the Justice Society, DC's precursor to the Justice League, that takes a familial and multi-generational approach to heroics. Already suited up are Aldous Hodge as Hawkman, Noah Centineo as Atom Smasher, who we saw in DC fandom, and Quintessa Swindle as Cyclone. Black Adam is the second New Line DC film following 2019's critical and commercial hit Shazam, which I absolutely loved. I know a lot of you guys do too. With two characters, Shazam and Black Adam, being arch rivals in the DC universe, the project is headed toward an April start of production in Atlanta. April is 1 month away. Sorry, scratch that. April is 1 week away. April is so soon. This is starting up. And so I think they probably were like, cast him a while ago. This was going to leak when they got on set. And so they were like, yeah, we've got a lot going on here. We're going to make sure that this is locked and loaded. Kwame Colette Sarah is directing. He's the one who's directing Jungle Book as well. And everything about this project sounds fucking great to me. Everything about this sounds great to me. I think that Pierce Brosnan is a sex pot. Am I allowed to call him that? Just yes. Doesn't even matter what his age is. This man exudes just like confidence and sexiness and fire. And he is always, always fun to watch. So I'm interested in seeing how he does here. I'm also just interested in learning more or seeing more about what they go in what direction with the Black Adam for this. So big castings all around that I was stoked about. Jeff Aaron says, I've enjoyed watching Pierce since Remington Steele. I'm trying to think when I think of Pierce Brosnan. When you guys think of Pierce Brosnan, if you guys are not allowed to say James Bond, what do you think of? What is the thing after James Bond that you guys think of when you think of Pierce Brosnan? Because obviously James Bond is the most iconic role. So that. Just stick with me here for a second. Is it or is it not Mamma Mia? Is it or is it not Mamma Mia? I'll wait. Because low key, it might be Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia might be the one that I think of. Am I going to get kicked off my own show for saying that? Is what it is. Can't even help it. I love Mamma Mia. I saw the play so many times. I like the first movie. I like the second movie. I'm a big Mamma Mia gal. A big old Mamma Mia gal. Wow, the first Mamma Mia was in 2008. That's wild. That's damn wild. Okay, so he did Die Another Day in 2002. Laws of Attraction in 2004. After the Sunset, 2004. Matador, 2005. Yep. Crazy career he's had. 91 different credits. Yep, all of you guys are saying Mamma Mia. No one is saying Mamma Mia. It's funny because I'm the only one who thinks Mamma Mia, but I'm pretending you guys are all saying Mamma Mia. Mrs. Doubtfire popping up in here. Yeah, Laws of Attraction. Oh, yeah. And all of the Mamma Mias. Yep. Thanks for sharing. Appreciate you guys. Let me know what you're thinking. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer or right here in the super chat. Questions, comments, concerns before we get out of here. Probably in the next 10 minutes, we are railing our way through this show. Moving on from DC casting, we got some stuff to talk about. Told you guys we had some stuff to talk about. This one's not as entertaining as DC casting, though. Jessica Walter passed away. Jessica Walter, who I believe probably, if you are in here, the main, and I could be wrong, because I actually don't know what the age group that fully watches show is, but for me, at least, Arrested Development is one of my favorite shows ever, one of the greatest shows ever. And unfortunately, we heard about some really shitty behind the scenes things that were happening on that set, which kind of sucks. But in general, in terms of how the actual art was and how the project was, Arrested Development was truly, truly a masterpiece. And Jessica Walter was truly one of the best parts of the show. It's hard to even name who's the best part of the show because everybody was incredible. But I think she's the one who made me laugh the most. I love how she is I love how Lucille is written. I love how she is just like a rigid old bitch sometimes, but she is so funny. She has you cackling, and she'll be very, very missed in March. As of wow, her birthday was no, not her birthday, her death day. I was like, no way, that's crazy. She turned 80 in January of this year. She turned 80 and she died yesterday at 80, which at this point I feel like is pretty young. So upsetting to lose her at 80 years old, but boy, did she make a lot of her life. A lot of you guys in here are also talking about Archer, which is a show that I've only seen some of, but it always is really good. She plays Mallory. Yeah, it's a good show, but for me, it's Arrested Development. It's just Arrested Development. And every time I look at her, I just see Lucille Bluth and that deadpan, incredible legend of a face that she has. Yeah, what a true legend this woman was. So may she rest in peace. And our thoughts are obviously with her loved ones, her friends, her fans, her family, her castmates, everybody who is struggling today. Brutal. It's brutal to lose people during this time. It says Jessica Walter, the award-winning, this from Deadline, actress whose career spanned 6 decades, passed away in her sleep at home in New York City on Wednesday. People always talk about how if they want to go, that's how they want to go. So I'm not saying it's a positive thing, but if you got to go and your sleep is not a bad way to do it. All right. Let me know what you guys think in terms of what's your favorite or most iconic role from Jessica Walter. How are you going to remember her most? Is there a favorite line or moment that you have from one of these shows? Leave them in the comments, leave them in the super chat, leave them in the Streamlabs. Let me know your thoughts on all of that. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer or right here in the super chat. We've gone 20 minutes without a Streamlabs. That's okay. It's the way that it goes sometimes. On that note, we're going to get to the last story of the day. This story is fucking ridiculous, so I always like to share these ridiculous-ass stories with you guys. Send hearts. No, send bunnies if you know what I'm talking about. Send hearts if you don't know what I'm talking about. Bunnies if you know what I'm talking about. There is a hot mic situation for a pilot, a Southwest pilot. Do you know what I'm talking about? Did any of you guys hear that? When I say hot mic, I mean, is this thing on? His mic was on. And what he said was picked up. He clearly did not realize his mic was on. And what he said was heard. Oh boy. All right, we're only getting hearts so far. Glenn sent bunnies. Glenn's the only one who knows. Okay, great. Can't wait to tell you guys about what the fuck happened here. This is so ridiculous. So there was a pilot. We now have found out that pilot was from Southwest. It was a pilot that was recorded on March 12th. And this is what the pilot said when he did not realize he was being recorded and listened to. This is a Southwest pilot. He was talking about people in San Francisco. Fuck this place. Goddamn liberal fucks. Then he continued making several curse word laden comments before being interrupted by what seems to be an air traffic controller. He said, fucking weirdos, probably driving around in fucking Hyundais, fucking roads and shit that go slow as fuck. You don't have the balls unless you're a fucking rolling coal man. God damn it. This is a pilot. This is a Southwest pilot whose mic was on. And he did not know. And this got picked up by air traffic control. Like, fucking weirdos, fucking liberals. Like, you would like to think, you know, the was it Chappelle who did this? Talking about how we talk about how there are some bad cops, and he's like, it's a profession where you can't have any bad cops, so you can't have any bad pilots. Like, you never hear anybody be like, that was a bad pilot, because that's like not acceptable. This kind of seems like a bad pilot. I'm not saying he's bad at flying a plane. I'm just saying, this is what you're thinking about when you're flying? Fucking liberals. Live ATC confirmed the authenticity of the recording, but not which pilot or airline was involved it was later on revealed that it was Southwest. They said, we can neither confirm nor deny who's made these comments, a company representative wrote in an email. Oh boy. I mean, that person's going to get fired, right? Like, you're flying a plane. And no matter where you are, it's very likely there's a lot of liberals on your plane. It's also very likely there's a lot of conservatives on your plane. You shouldn't be saying either thing about either people. I would hope that you would just want to land the plane. Just land the plane. That's your job. Not to judge the Hyundais. What the fuck's wrong with a Hyundai anyway? Wolf. JR Me ATXC says, hey, Roxy, really love the makeup look today. Really compliments your natural awesomeness. Question. Have you taken a break? No, I certainly have not taken a break yet. Thank you for complimenting my makeup. I appreciate you, dear. And I'm trying to make it look like I have slept because I have not. Oh, I have not. That's where we're at. Bear Hudson in the house. We miss you, Bear. Bear says, I have been so busy with work. I wanted to check in with you to see how you're doing mentally and physically. I miss listening to you and congrats on everything you've done. Thanks, Bear. We miss you. Thank you for checking in. Doing aight. I'm doing aight. I'm not doing great. I'm not doing as shitty as I've ever been doing. So somewhere in the middle. Physically, I wish that I was making more time to, like take longer showers and like sit down or go for a walk or like just live life a little more, do my yoga, meditation. It's just been go, go, go. And mentally, I think because of that the lack of physicality, I think I'm suffering a bit, but definitely trying. Definitely trying. We'll see. We are getting out of here momentarily, so get in any last minute Streamlabs and Super Chat, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer and Super Chat as well. Bryce Rat in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, just wanted to send some love. I've been watching playback after work for these, but I should be here live tomorrow after my first vaccination. Been so happy live at the Roxy is back. I miss seeing your face dearly and great the World Girls show last night. Thanks, friend. Bryce Rat quickly becoming one of our absolute favorites. You are amazing. We were talking about you last night. Very, very sweet. We're obsessed with you. So appreciate you sending the support. Mark Jason Ali in the house. Yes. In the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer with that big support. It says, always good to see you, Roxy. Take care. Thanks, Mark Jason Ali. You're awesome. Appreciate you. Appreciate you mucho. Matt Link says, what Streamlabs goal do we need to hit to get Roxy to take a break? Honestly, it wouldn't be enough because with taxes coming up and me boning myself as hard as I did, I just got to keep working. Work. Rob said it was the first time I had sung since Live at the Roxy, so now I've got some singing to do. I got to make up for all the singing. Jake says, there's the singing, LOL. Redford says, $1 million. Yeah. If we hit $1 million, I certainly would take a break. I might be able to take a few days off, but not yet. Not yet. All right. I'm getting out of here. Thank you guys for talking about all these things with me. Make sure you leave a comment afterwards, a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps. We are losing subscribers. Shouldn't be singing that part because that fucking sucks. Make sure also that you leave an Apple podcast review. Haven't gotten those in a little bit, so would love to read some of those. And if you're watching after the fact and you're like, I want to support, but I can't watch live, but I still want to support, then yeah, thumbs up, comment, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, all of that. As we get out of here, make sure you check your internet. You can do this by blowing on it. This we know. Make sure when you go to the bathroom today, you put down the toilet seat and lid when you flush because of the flumes. We know about these. When you wake up in the morning, or if you haven't already yet today, go make your bed. It can change your life. The only reason my bed's not made today is because I woke up and did laundry. And so my sheets are in the washer right now. I got to flip them to the dryer later. But then I will make my bed before I lay in it. Don't trend with the Holocaust. That one's a really easy one, but a lot of people slip up on that. So just try really hard not to trend with the Holocaust because it's not legit. Miles, Brett, Jonathan, arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor. All three of them for killing Breonna Taylor. And when we do arrest them, let's make sure we arrest them for the shots that killed her, not for the shots that missed, because that's fucking whack. Yeah, I think we got through most of the things. So on that note, I love you guys. Stay safe, stay sane. Go check out Christy V and everything she is doing during the Schmodown right now. And the Blurreds, if they are on too. Luckily, things stay up on YouTube. So go support all the people. Much love, my friends. And I'll see you tomorrow live at the Roxy.